Hi, I'm Menza. I post a game every day until I reach 500 elo. I am currently rated 437. Okay, so we're black. We will get into some Karo Khan moves. My opponent is 456. Okay. So, let's see if they do that. So, my next move was to put the knight out, and I can't now. So, we will start to develop other things. For example, I can bring this bishop up here and then possibly push this pawn so it doesn't get trapped. And then we can put our mountie right here and then possibly back to here. So I'm going to actually do this first. We'll get our mountie out. This one possibly first. This one's regular square is taken, and also this. So they're both gonna have to be put here and then rerouted. And we'll do this one. We have to get our king side started to be developed here. And just we'll get that first done. And then we will do the other mounting. Provided that there's no attack made on any of my pieces that I have to deal with in between. Okay, so they have moved their bishop there, and I will first start getting this mountie out. They've castled. Right. So my mounties are in different areas right now, but I like them. They seem good and they seem like they're protecting everything in my area as well. So I kind of like that a little bit. As things seem to always happen where it gets where I'm attacked and I need defenses. Okay, so they start by bringing that over, and we can bring our other bishop here, start getting ready to castle. We have to figure out where we're going to be able to push pawns and blow things open. Like this area on the queen side kind of looks a little bit like it's gonna happen. So we'll have to kind of monitor. If I was to push it, it's attacked twice automatically, and it would only be protected once by a bishop. Is not a good ideal thing right now, so I'm not going to be doing that. This bishop, he gets to be coming out over here someplace. Okay, so they've decided to push a pawn, which is defended by this and this. And okay, so I take, takes back, I take. So it doesn't look like that exchange would be very ultimately good for me. And need to get something else on that. So, because if I take it now, he takes back with this knight, then I can't take. So I think actually, if I allow him to take, then he doesn't have anything on there. If he ends up pushing it, though, that can pose a little bit of a problem. I would have to bring my knight back, either to here or here. So, taking it, he would get his knight here. And I should allow possibly him to take, because then I've got a lot happening there. So I'm gonna castle. And of course, they did what I thought they might and just push. So this is defended by a knight. If I could get another attacker on that, I could possibly be doing things, but I need to move this knight. Possibly. I'm gonna think about here. That does attack that square, though it is defended twice by pawns. Have to consider this pawn as what is going to maybe try to do some sort of exchanging there. All right, so before I push the pawn, I should develop my bishop or my rook to here, and it will be on that file for any kind of exchange as well. My knight is there. So I'm going to move that rook over. And we can consider if we're going to want to move our queen up here, though I really don't think so, because if things end up getting taken, it could be attacked by a pawn. And where it's sitting right now also does attack that square. So my rooks, I like to get them connected and mostly doubled on a open file, which has not happened yet. I believe this is going to be pushed, and he has this on it at the moment, so it's not really overly attacked at the moment. So I've got my knight, my rook, and my queen all on that square for my pushing, so we shall see how it goes. He's going to try and bring his knight, which is not actually attacking that square at the moment. So if I do that now, I think it's a good time. With the amount of pawns he has structured there, I would prefer to allow him to take first, because where he has them pushed here, it seems like they're very defended by pieces and pawns. Obviously, the pawns are more of a problem when you don't want to lose a piece. So, depending on what happens, I could always put my queen. Okay, so he brings his bishop there. So if right now I take, he has to take with the knight. And then I would be taking back with my knight. And I don't see that there being anything to take back with. So I will take that pawn now. Oh, he has two pawns. That's what I'm miscalculating. I also have my bishop looking all the way up there, so let's see how it goes, because this is undefended. If he was to take with this pawn, then my bishop can just take, or my rook can just take his knight. And if he ends up taking with that pawn here, I can figure something out with. Okay, so he takes that way. So now when I look, oh, the queen would take. Okay. Like when I see things only after. So he has his bishop sitting here, which his queen is defending. So if I take that off, no, that doesn't do it. I was going to say then that would take the queen off this, but it doesn't do that. Material is equal. Now if I bring this knight here, it's attacking this bishop a second time. So I can consider trying to do something with that. And I have a feeling he might try to push a pawn to attack that. So let's try that. So this is looking bad as well as the knight. And pawn protects that, so that's good. My rook is really looking at his knight here, so okay, so he took, oh, I guess I wasn't really watching very good. Okay, so slow down. I guess that wasn't so good. I really didn't think that, for some reason I wasn't watching that my bishop, when I put him there, wasn't defended, but he was attacked. Okay, so my knight, everything is not happening so good. So this is defended by the queen. So now if there's a way I can attack the queen, which I don't believe there is, I could bring this to attack this knight, which obviously would be pinned, and he could move his queen in order to stop that from being a pin. So I have to now consider trying to double my rooks on that file and avoid losing any more pieces. So bishop goes back there. This bishop is protected by the queen, and this is protected by the queen, so I obviously there was something in between them where she wouldn't be able to take one and still be defending the other one. It just doesn't want to work that way. And okay, take. I guess doubling my rook sounds like a plan. That is defended by the queen, so if the rook was to take the knight and the queen can't take because of being taken by a rook, that would become a problem. Okay. So now, as long as he doesn't come in too many pieces on my king side, I can follow through with that plan, and if he doesn't protect that knight a second time with something more than the queen, then I can do that as well, which he's done. So if I take that, he takes with the queen, and then it's still just the queen protecting the knight, which means my rook can take the knight and he can't take back with his queen. So I will take this bishop, attacking both his queen and his knight. If he takes back with his queen, I take this knight, and he can't take back with my queen, his queen, because my other rook. Okay. So he did take back, which means if I take this, he can't take unless he wants to lose his queen. So I dropped a piece early, and I'm hoping that everything works out here because it always seems I've lost pieces for pretty much nothing. Okay, so if I bring that rook here, it's attacking the queen. It is protected by a rook, so if he takes me, I take him back, and then his queen is here. So just see if there is anything else that my pieces could cause problem with. This bishop can obviously take that, but it's not that great of a thing. And this knight is pretty much, he can't go here and he can't go here, and he doesn't want to go here anyway because he take defense off that rook. So I take, he takes, but I can't take back. But I was thinking of going there with that rook. And if he was to push this here, I'm gonna go there. Because if he takes, Um, I, I did another miscalculation. I really don't. I don't have very good math skills or something. Okay, so if my like I get the material back and then I do something like that. Like really? So since I've pretty much blown what I thought I was doing really good with, I gained my material back and then I blew it. And well, that was really bad, but I tried anyway. Thanks for watching. Bye.